All right, so we're going to calculate the variance for these 5 numbers right here. Now to do this, I am going to go over to Word and I'm going to put them in a table. And I just put them in order. It's not necessary, but I like to put them in order. And I call that X. X is all of the data, the 5 numbers that we had. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add up the entire column of X. So let's see, I have 1 plus 5, 6, plus 10, plus 22, plus 30. And that total is 68. Now, just so we remember, our total here is 68. Remember, that's the total and not another piece of data. All right, now, I made a second column that I'm calling X squared, and I'm going to square every single number in this column here. So I'm going to square the 1, which is 1, square 5, which is 25, square 10, 10 times 10 is 100, 22 times 22 is 484, and then 30 times 30 is 900. And now I'm going to add this column up. So 1 plus 25 plus 100 plus 484 plus 900. And that is 1510. Now that I have these numbers down at the bottom, and let's remember this right here is a total. Let's deal with this sample variance formula. And the second part of the formula is the easier part to do. All right, so these sigmas, these Greek letters right here really mean add, all right? So what we have first is n. N is the number of data that we had, and we had 5 original pieces of data. So that's a 5, all right? So I'm gonna plug in a 5. Oh, let me get a better color, that's pretty light. All right, 5. And then this is the sum of the X squared column. So it's this total that I've got. It's 1510. So we're going to multiply 5 times 1510. Now, this is the sum of my X column, and then we're going to square that answer. So the sum of my X column is 68, and I'm going to square it. 68 squared. And then on the bottom, I want n again, which was 5, and n minus 1, which is 5 minus 1, it's 4. All right, so let's work this out. We'll use our order of operations. Remember that square comes first, so 68 squared is 4624. And then I'll do my multiplication both on the top and the bottom. So 5 times 1520 gives me 7,600. Minus our 4624. Then on the bottom, we've got 20. All right, now let's finish the subtraction on the top. 7,600 minus 4624 ends up being 2976. And now I'll go ahead and divide it by the 20. And my variance is 148.8. Now, you're going to learn how to do this in StatCrunch. It's a whole lot easier process. Just imagine how if I had 100 data values, how tedious this process would be to do this for every single one of them. So we need computers to help us with something like sample variance and for standard deviation that we'll see here in a minute.